Unfortunately, in this sort of age we're living in, we have a biodiversity crisis. So by 2050, there are estimates that 15 to 30% of all species might face extinction. And assuming currently we know of around 2 million species, with estimates being that there are around 10 million species that inhabit our planet. That means that hundreds to millions of species might go extinct in our lifetime. With habitat degradation, which is usually the main culprit, so land cover change, or changing the natural habitat to some urban or agriculture environment, to exploitation, to climate change. And this is pretty much happening all over the globe, wherever humans exist, in a sense. And in order to understand all of these different things, we obviously, as mentioned before, we need data and we need models, which are the two main components. But additionally, the data that we have is very biased. So one way of tackling this information crisis is through the use of conservation technology. So here, this encompasses a lot of different things, but we can maybe think of sensors such as satellite and drone imagery, which are sort of able to map out large swaths of land, or then stationary sensors like camera traps or bioacoustic sensors. And this is where AI sort of comes in. So within the camera trap domain, maybe from simplest to more complex, we can first identify whether an animal is in the image or where it is, then identify the species, and even identify the individual for a species like this, which have unique markings. Furthermore, beyond the sort of static sensors, we can look at how AI is being used for satellite imagery. So for instance, to identify elephants from satellite data. And more recently, this paper, which I really liked, did like a census of all wildebeest in the Serengeti. Another example is the use of AI to map coral reefs. So this is a project I was included in, and these models have been deployed in the Red Sea across different countries like Eritrea and Djibouti. The environmental impact of AI. So obviously AI is a very broad term that encompasses both generative AI and other aspects, in which generative AI has a much bigger environmental footprint compared to a lot of the other technologies, where I would say portions of it are pretty negligible in a sense. Obviously, I would say here the main factors are the water use and the electricity use, which we should be mindful of definitely, but there's also this aspect of how much we as individuals using these technologies should care about, versus how much there should be the focus on that should be on the legislative or on